Welcome everybody to another Kaiju Pop Quick Vid. This is Shadowbrand and we're taking a look at Furi. This is one of this month's releases on PS4. This is your PS Plus game if you have that service, and if you don't, you really should think about picking it up anyway, because this is an amazing game right here. So this is made by the Game Bakers, which is a small studio in France. They've done a series of games called Squids, which I've never really heard of, but this is the first title of theirs that I've ever laid my hands on, or even laid my eyes on. So this game here is actually a series of boss battles, but you won't see gigantic creatures like you would in Shadow of the Colossus or anything like that. This is basically just multi-stage, you and the boss shooting it out, slicing it out, cutting each other up, and just having a good time. So right now this is the second boss of the game, the strap. So every character in the game is actually designed by Takashi Okazaki, who you might know from the Afro Samurai series, which doesn't really have the most sterling reputation in video games, mostly due to that Revenge of Kuma game that never really panned out. But here we have some excellent character designs, if you're into the anime style anyway. So you can see here, when you get the enemy down to a certain amount of health on their bar, you can start up this little close combat encounter where you are unable to do anything outside of the circle. You stay in the circle and you avoid some attacks at super close range while also attacking with your sword, whereas usually I've been using the gun the entire time. Now this is the really cool part. As you keep going through the stage and doing more and more damage to the bosses, they will take on different forms. So here you'll see I just got really good timing on one of my parries. So the controls are exceptionally simple. You can shoot, you can slash, you can dodge, and that's about it. But oh, I'm sorry, you can also parry, as I'm doing here. And everything, all of your attacks can also be charged up, so you can do charge shots and you can do charge slashes just by holding the button down a little bit longer than a normal attack. Like here's a charge shot right there. That the strap doesn't tend to take to those too kindly. She'll dodge around them. So the story here is that you are a prisoner trying to get out of your prison, but to do that you have to fight other prisoners, like the strap here, and they will use all kinds of attacks. Some of them are more focused on melee, some of them, like the strap, is using a lot of different kinds of shots, which is cool. Now, you can see here, when I parry, and I just missed every attack in that combo, I don't know how that happened. When you parry, if you get it perfectly timed, you'll see that little green glow, and that will actually recover some of your health. Otherwise, you take the damage. So you'll notice the boss and your character both have little squares underneath their health bar. For you, that is how many chances you get before you fail the fight. And if you manage to clear a certain section, you'll get one of your boxes will refill. But otherwise, if you lose all of your lives, you have to start the entire battle over again. And this one fight took me more than 15 minutes. Now I'm sure other people will be better than me, but I managed to parry all of those pretty well. That was nice. And you just want to keep going. As you can see, there's a lot of different attacks that the boss will start using, and I wanted to avoid that, so you just keep dodge, dodge, dodge. Getting in close. The parries can be timed based on when you see that little flash of their light or their weapon. Now, other important thing is looking at their actual shots, which we'll talk about in a moment. So, every shot that the enemy fires actually has a little tell of its own, which you may have noticed just from watching me play. So there are the standard like orange bullets. Then there are purple bullets, which tend to have like a tracking element to them. The translucent kind of bullets can't be destroyed, whereas most bullets can. And so you pretty much just have to dodge through them and stuff like that. Now in this stage of the fight, the strap is going to be very elusive for a bit before she unleashes all kinds of hell. So really, a lot of the dodging and shooting mechanic ends up becoming kind of like a bullet hell sort of thing, and that is simultaneously frustrating and awesome. So you can see here, these all split out, and each of them are purple, and they're homing in on me, and you've got to dodge the lasers, and yeah, you've got a lot to focus on. And then you've got these things as well, so you've got to dodge the melee or counter or do anything you can. So it's very critical that you're able to counter or find out what the different moves are, and that's also kind of why it gives you a life back if you manage to clear a section, because I just dodged off the stage. But in case you mess up, and you're gonna mess up, you know, you get a life. You have to learn how the boss acts in each stage. So sometimes that can be hard. And one fantastic thing here is that not only are the character designs amazing, but also the music. The music uses a lot of very, very well-known artists like Carpenter Brute, and that just makes it a lot better, I think. It adds a very special element to the entire gameplay. So I could listen to this track for forever. This is just a great track. So we're coming up here on the last form. The last form of each boss tends to have a real element of bullet hell to it. So we've had like slight tastes of it so far, but nothing too major. I have to watch out for those energy bursts. Okay, and I messed up that dodge. So, yeah, this round is not going well for me. Now, one thing I forgot to mention here is you might occasionally see a bullet that's green. When you see a green bullet, if you hit that, it will actually release a little bit of health for you to collect. So you can get health from perfect melee parries and from shooting the health orbs, basically. So other than that, there's not really much to worry about. There's no hidden pickups, there's no leveling up or anything. It's just you and the boss and one-on-one fights to the death. So I'm actually going to fail this one, but I did manage to get that parry, which is nice. So I managed to screw up that little counterattack, and here's where I die. Or maybe one more. Yeah. So you see, when you die, that this entire stage of the battle restarts. So once again, the strap has gone into hiding. She'll come out soon enough, and you get to start that whole thing all over again. Now, there are a couple of things I haven't shown off really in this battle. Ways to distract the strap and things like that, just because I think it's better if there's some mystery left. But yeah, we're going through. Now we've already fought her once. We know everything. We know all the tricks she's got, right? Yeah. So sometimes she puts green balls in that little attack. Sometimes she doesn't. Just really got to watch out for this all over beam. So a lot of the game is figuring out how to get in close to do your melee attacks, because especially if you can get that 4-hit combo going, then it's pretty devastating. And that's the thing, is like, even though I say it's a 4-hit combo, really it's just the square button 4 times in a row. So, pretty easy. And sometimes it's all about just getting a little extra distance, so they have to close in on you. So there was some health balls, but I missed them. At this point, I'm just trying to get her to use her melee, because then I can do things like this and recover a little bit of health and get my combo going up. So I managed to sneak in behind her, but those balls were getting a little bit too close, so I wanted to back off. Because the balls travel extremely slow, and she does that little dash in, so I can take advantage. Unless I miss my parries, which happens. But then I get a perfect parry. So, yeah, when you get the perfect parry, you'll get a special little added animation. And here we go. So the last little round before her final stage. So I think it adds a lot of interesting. It's a really interesting change up when you have to do like this sudden close quarters combat. I can't get out of the circle, but at the same time, like, it doesn't cheat or anything. It doesn't make sure that I only get half a circle. So you notice, like, half the circle was off the stage there, and she moved so that we got a full circle. And here we go. We're gonna see her real bullet hell now. So usually they are impossible to get through on this. So again, like I said, you can see some of the bullets, how they act. The orange is just a regular shot. Purple has kind of a tracking thing to it, and then there's the green, which is health, but none of the green is coming my way, so I'm just gonna dodge and dodge and dodge. Now this is only the second boss. They do get much harder. But I thought I would just stick to one of the first ones for our quick vid here. Obviously, dodging is very important. And I missed it. Oh. And again, just like any of the other ones, you will have to start the entire stage over again if you mess up this, or just that stage of the battle. So when she's orange, she's completely invulnerable to attack. Just even to a charge attack like that, as I tried. Okay. And there we go. Managed to kill her. We'll take a look at her death. Pretty bad death for such a great fight, but whatever. Now we're going to check out what happens between the stages. Alright, so we've defeated the strap, and we're going on to the next boss here. So this is one part I have a problem with. The camera is a fixed camera here, unlike the rest of the game, or unlike the fights, and every time the camera changes, your directional controls change. So you have to switch over, like forward will be left, and then it will be up, and then it will be down, and it's very confusing. Alright, so we have the next stage here. We're not gonna do the entire fight. I just thought it would be good to just show off the environment. You don't get to see much of these because, like I said, there's nothing but boss battles in this game. It's just a transitional area. There's no little small fish to get rid of. And yeah, this one was kind of difficult. Just to go straight forward, it was up and left at the same time. Couldn't just go up. And here,
feel it? It's like a dream. The breeze, the peace. Feels like we could take off and leave this place behind us.
so there's the rabbit who's basically guiding you along. And here, apparently the game decided I'd had enough freedom. I tried to move down a little bit further than that, but then suddenly the game decided, no, you've had enough, and it took over, and now you get to do nothing except watch.
But you know better. Nothing is what it seems. We're stuck here, and the real world is somewhere else, down there.
Right, so we're on the way to find the next prisoner. I don't know why defeating prisoners unlocks the gate to the next prisoner, but that is apparently how this jail works. It does look very nice, but at the same time the aesthetic is nice, but the actual way it's carried out is not the best. It looks like it could be PS3, maybe late PS3 style. But I like what they're going for.
The old man coming up. There's more to him than meets the eye. A master of time, so they say. But if he's such a master, if he saw it all coming, why didn't he do something about it? Why didn't he stop it from happening? Or at least warn me? But look where we ended up.
Alright, well, that has been our quick look. Quick vid. Hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna go ahead and end this soon. This has been O'Brien for Kaiju Pop, looking at Furi by the Game Bakers. This is, like I said, the PS Plus, one of the PS Plus free games for the month.
Play it cool. Easy for him, he chose to be here. But we are definitely not cool with this. We are getting out of here.
That's right. So go ahead and check it out. If you don't have PS Plus, then you'll have to pay for it. But this is it's a pretty solid experience. So give it a look. Also check out our website at kaijupop.com. Follow us on Twitter at kaijupop. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a good day, guys.
Time to move on. Go cross his path, my friend. The jailer is the key.
Alright, and we're gonna say goodbye here.